Look at those strawberries. I think there'll be hardly any wasted by the time I finished, and I bought it yesterday on sale 50% off because they were getting older. And I'm proud that I almost didn't waste any. And there's one more piece of pizza in there. And the pizza is at Boston Pizza that I didn't want to go to, but somebody made an appointment with me and didn't show up. So I wasted hours. I went to a place where I didn't want to spend money, and a place that is not where I wanted to spend money that I didn't want to spend. Holy crap, I gotta explain this some other way. The person made me lose hours of my time on a busy day, convinced me to try a place again to spend money, and I spent money I didn't want to spend. The pizza wasn't bad though, and the service was a bit better this time. But still, I can't afford this stuff. So if a bear comes out there, because there is bears, plenty of people have seen them, and they're not small around here. If a bear comes, listen to this point, people, it's very valid. If a bear comes, I'm gonna throw my strawberries, but I'm not gonna throw my last piece of pizza in there. I'm too stubborn, maybe, so I might die. But I'm gonna set a very firm boundary with the bear. Okay for the strawberries, not okay for the pizza. It'll be very clear to any other land mammal the way I set this boundary. Now, if I get killed for that piece of pizza, it's not that I didn't set a good boundary or I didn't have the right to set that boundary. It's that the bear decided to break the boundary that I had the right to set. Now, if you don't agree with this, you know what it says? It says that if there's a woman who sets a boundary that she says no, she doesn't want to engage in sex, and the guy pushes and she gets raped and even murdered. Now, did she fail by, setting a boundary and dying? No, it's because the male, if she didn't set a boundary or learn how or teach it and participate in kind of training where she could protect herself, that's like a micro failure, but there's a limit to how much you can do, especially if the male is very strong and aggressive. And strong, I don't mean in a positive way strong, I mean in a physical, overpowering way, like the bear would be with me. So it's not like the bear has the right to eat me or my piece of pizza because they're strong. Neither is that right there for the man. It's that the man decided to not use the higher function of their brain to be a human, right? And succumb to only behaving based on their basic primal instinct. And even bears won't kill you for a piece of pizza all the time. It depends on the conditions. But why do we have so many people, primate males, that do this to women? And why also is it that, let's say, men or women who are not that attractive or who lack social skills, why do we not participate in a society that teaches them people skills, that teaches them dating skills, that teaches them relationship skills? So that they're more content and more of their needs are met. Like a bear, if a bear kind of always goes after people for food, it's a bear that got bad parenting about how to get food, especially around here, because around here is a very big natural landscape where there's natural food for bears. So of course that bear would need to be put down, except we don't put down men that rape women when... And I'm not saying they should pay for it because that's not a very honorable society either. But I mean, there should be organizations, and it can't be singles websites, because what they do is rape people's wallet with a lot of deceit, which again, you might not, sentence them to death like you would the bear, but you definitely need to put them in jail, the people that run most singles websites, or the people that say, hey, there's an issue with violence against women, but what we're going to do is focus on the wrong thing when it comes to what should be a long-term prevention and long-term education, so that, people are not afraid to have daughters, because societies deteriorate that much, like parts of, let's say, the Philippines. So think about it, people. Some of you that behave in certain ways are not using human standards or haven't developed a human operating system. And yet, sometimes you do things that you would have had access to without committing these crimes. So you're worse than a bear killing me. Many people are like that. Worse than a bear killing me for my pizza.